More than ever, America's dairy farmers are essential contributors to the well-being of our nation. The challenges and hard work involved in keeping their farms running 365 days a year can be staggering. Hello, I'm Jim Hill, CEO of Southwest and Southland Dairy Farmers, an organization representing dairy farms and farm families dedicated to making sure dairy and dairy products continue to be an important nutritional part of America's diet. From our beginning, one of our ongoing initiatives has been to show America's young people the role our dairy farmers play in feeding our nation. So while we can't give all of you a field trip to the farms, we made it possible to bring our farms to you. Our mobile dairy classroom is a dairy farm on wheels. With it, we teach kids where milk comes from and why it's good for them, how it gets to their family's table, how to milk a live cow, and how dairy farms care for their animals and the environment. So until you have the opportunity to experience the Mobile Dairy Classroom live, let me introduce you to our Mobile Dairy Classroom and some of the wonderful presenters with this video presentation. We hope you enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Susie, and this is Belle.
Hi, I'm Jeree, and this is Daisy. She is a 2-week-old baby Jersey calf.
And I'm Ralph. Welcome to the Mobile Dairy Classroom.
I travel with this truck, trailer, and cow to schools, fairs, public events, and teach about the dairy industry.
We're both with the Southwest Southland Dairy Farmers. We're going to bring the dairy farm to you through the Mobile Dairy Classroom.
We're happy to be with you today and hope you learn a lot about dairy nutrition and how we take care of cows on our dairy farms and where milk comes from.
First thing we want to talk about today is what milk is going to do for you. When you drink milk, you're going to get 9 nutrients in your body. Let's list those nutrients. We have vitamin A, we have calcium, vitamin D, vitamin B12, potassium, riboflavin, niacin, phosphorus, and protein. By getting these 9 nutrients in your body, it's going to help your blood flow through your body. It even helps your eyesight. It helps your bones get stronger, your teeth get stronger. Athletes love to drink milk for their protein, for their muscles. By getting this protein in your body, your muscles are going to be really strong, and it's going to help you when you go compete in your athletic program.
How do you get these 9 nutrients every day? That's pretty easy. You're going to consume 3 to 4 servings of dairy. Dairy is easy to consume. You can drink a glass of milk. You can have a piece of cheese. Does anyone like pizza? I thought so. You can also have some ice cream. You can have butter. You can have cream cheese. There's many, many ways, so just make sure you have those 3 to 4 servings every single day.
Now, let's talk about where that milk comes from. Milk comes from a cow. Today, I brought Belle, the Jersey dairy cow, to share with you. But there are different breeds of dairy cows. We have Ayrshire, Guernsey, Jersey, Brown Swiss, Holstein, Milking Shorthorn, and the red and white Holstein. Now, the most popular dairy cow that we milk is called a Holstein. They're black and white in color, or red and white. These are very, very large cows. These cows can range up to 2,000 pounds. Belle here weighs about 800 pounds, so almost twice as big as Belle these cows can get. Now, Holstein gives lots and lots of milk, and dairy farmers like to milk those cows. 97% of most dairy cows milked on a dairy farm are Holstein cows. These Holstein cows can give us 10 to 12 gallons of milk a day. So we milk the cows twice a day, so we'll get 5 to 6 gallons of milk in the morning and 5 to 6 gallons of milk at night from a Holstein. So I personally enjoy the Jersey cow, traveling with her in my trailer because she's a little bit smaller in size. But they're gaining in popularity because so many of our dairy products are made with cream. If you think about it, cream cheese, sour cream, ice cream, whipped cream, butter, all made with the cream of milk, and these Jersey cows give us a lot of cream in their milk.
Belle can give us milk, she's gonna have to have a baby. So when she's 2 years old, she's gonna have her first baby. Now that seems kind of young, but a cow actually ages 12 years to our 1. So that would actually make her about 24 years old. So she's gonna have her first baby, and then we're gonna separate the baby and the mother. Taking care of the baby calves on a dairy farm is a dairy farmer's top priority. We want to make sure these baby calves are growing and that they stay healthy. So we're going to give them a bottle in the morning and we're going to give them a bottle in the evening. That way we know exactly what this baby gets and it helps her grow big and strong. A baby can't drink that much milk. So if she's not milked out, it could make her sick. So we want to make sure that she's able to be milked out completely. As the babies continue to grow up, we're gonna put them in pens with other calves their age. That way they can learn to socialize. They're gonna be introduced to food, feed, water, things like that, until they grow up and become a milk cow.
So let's look at what a dairy farm looks like. This is an example. They come in all shapes and sizes, just like your schools come in all shapes and sizes. You'll notice in this picture there's lots of land for these cows. It takes a lot of land to have a dairy farm. You'll notice the pens with shelter and shade for cows. Did you know cows don't sweat like we do? So we have to keep them cool and comfortable in the summertime, warm in the wintertime. So we provide shelter and shade for them, put fans and misters on them to keep them cool, and put sides on those barns to keep them warm in the wintertime. These cows eat a lot of food and drink a lot of water. Dairy cows will drink a bathtub full of water every day to provide this milk for us. Now, on different dairy farms throughout the United States, we feed our cows what's available locally. On some small farms, they'll eat grass and graze on pasture during the day. On larger farms, we bring the food to them. So they'll eat a mixture called a TMR, or a total mixed ration. So dairy farmers will buy hay and grain locally, or even maybe grow it themselves. We blend it all together. You can see the cows in this picture enjoying an all-you-can-eat buffet during the day. Cows are ruminants. They have 4 stomachs. They swallow their food whole. While they're resting, they'll regurgitate that food, chew it again, and swallow it into a different stomach. That's called chewing their cud. Goats, camels, and alpaca also chew their cud like a cow. And we provide excellent nutrition for these cows. The better the nutrition, the more milk these cows will produce for us. And happy, comfortable cows give us more milk on a dairy farm. We even have cow brushes on our farms to keep the cows comfortable and scratch their itches for them.
On the dairy farm, these cows are going to spend most of their day resting and eating, so we're going to provide a free-stall barn for them. We call it a free-stall barn because they're free to eat, they're free to sleep, they're free to roam.
Not only do they eat and drink their water in there, they are going to actually lay down in here and sleep in here. But we have to keep everything in here clean. This dairy barn, because they live in here all day long, they are going to have to, of course, use the restroom. Now, that's very important to us. When a cow uses the restroom, she's actually helping us in a variety of ways. They're going to use this waste by using it for fertilizer. We can spread it out over our fields, and that's going to help our grass grow. But also in that waste, there is going to be methane gas, and we can combust that methane gas into our electricity today.
Dairy farmers are stewards of the land. That means they want to take care of this land. They're going to recycle all the resources that they possibly can. We're going to recycle water on a dairy farm many different ways. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with clean water, and that's going to clean our milking parlor and all of our milking equipment. We have to make sure that it's very clean and that it's sanitary because we are inspected by the health department and we have to pass certain codes to make sure that we're healthy, safe, and that we can sell our milk. After we use the water to clean our dairy parlors, we're gonna reuse this water once again. We're gonna clean all the freestall barns out with this water as well because the cows do go to the bathroom in these barns and we wanna make sure the barns stay as clean as they possibly can. From there, we're gonna put it in a lagoon, and that's just a place that's gonna hold the water. From there, we can do a couple different things with that. We can take the solid part of it and we can make compost. If you go to Lowe's or Home Depot and you buy fertilizer for your garden or your flowers, that's exactly what this is. We can also use it to irrigate the crops that we're gonna grow to feed these cows.
Now these dairy barns, some of them can be pretty fancy. A lot of people pull up to a dairy farm and they'll think that's a nice house. But no, that's actually the dairy barn where the cows give us their milk. We take very good care of these milking facilities. We have to keep them clean. We do have health inspectors come out, so our dairy barns are going to be extremely clean. Now on the dairy farm, we used to milk cows by hand. We no longer do that. It's not a very sanitary way, and it's not a very economical way. We want a faster and a cleaner way of milking our cows. We have small barns, large barns, but different types. We have what we call a herringbone. You may have cows on both sides of you. We have what we call a carousel. We can milk numerous cows at one time.
You'll see these carousel or rotary barns. There are 72 cows being milked at one time on this carousel milking parlor. These cows step on, the milkers are put on the cow. They make a 10-minute trip in a circle riding the carousel. Once they're finished, the milkers are taken off, that cow steps off, and the next cow steps on. That gets a lot of cows milked quickly during the day.
But today we have robotics. We actually can go do other things while the cows are being milked by a robot. But before we can milk the cows, there's always something we have to do, and that is prepare the cows to give us milk. I don't want to just walk up to Belle and start milking her. I want to make sure Belle is ready, but I also want to make sure she's clean. So to clean the cow, what we're going to do is wash the cow's udder off. Her udder is where she makes and stores us her milk. She has one udder, but the udder is divided into 4 parts. Each part has a quarter, just like 4 quarters to $1. Well, 4 quarters to her udder. And what we're going to clean her with, this is an iodine solution. Some of you may use Germ-X, hand sanitizer to clean your hands. This is basically just like that. This is an iodine wash. We're simply going to spray the cow's 4 parts. And then we're simply going to grab a clean paper towel and we're going to wipe this off. Now, not only is this washing the cow, this is also letting the cow know you're going to get some milk from her. Actually, by washing the cow, she's going to start relaxing so she can let us have her milk. If the cow gets nervous in any type of way, she can't hold her milk up from us for just a little bit. We want to get this milk from the cow as quickly as we can. We talked about the dairy farmers milking the cows by hand. We're going to just take a little bit of milk by hand from the cow from each quarter. This machine is more sanitary and it's more economical for the dairy farmer. We can simply milk our cows a lot faster. We have multiple machines. When I turn this valve, there's going to be just a slight suction that's going to go on the cow's udder. Just feels like you're barely squeezing your finger. And it's going to take the milk through the suction, through this milk hose, and into what we have a weigh jar.
Once we've milked the cows, we're gonna store the milk in a bulk tank. We're gonna cool that milk down because it is about 101 degrees, just like our body temperature. So we wanna cool it down as fast as we can. And we're gonna cool it down to 36 degrees. And from there, we're gonna wait for a tanker truck to come pick that milk up. But before he picks that milk up, we're gonna take a sample of that milk and we're gonna test it. We're gonna make sure that it's clean, healthy, safe, and that it's antibiotic free. There is absolutely no antibiotics in any milk that you buy from the store. Once we get to the processing plant with the tanker truck, we're going to test the milk. We're gonna test it for different types of components and also to make sure it's healthy, clean, and safe. Once we test it and we know that it's safe and it's healthy and it's clean, we can process the milk. There are 2 steps to processing milk. The first step is pasteurization. Pasteurization is just a process to ensure the safety of our milk once again. We're gonna heat that milk up to 165 degrees for 15 seconds and we're gonna cool it right back down. Once we pasteurize milk, we're gonna homogenize the milk. That's just a process that's gonna break up the fat particles in your milk because as milk sets, it's going to have the cream rise to the top. So this process will just break the fat particles up so you don't have to shake your milk up before you drink it. After we pasteurize and homogenize your milk, we're going to process it. We're gonna turn it into all the delicious dairy products and milk that we enjoy every single day.
Did you know the milk that you buy at your grocery store or that you get here at school could have been in a cow just 3 days before you bought it? The turnover rate for milk is really, really fast. Milk is an all-natural, healthy product for you. We want to keep it that way, so we make it travel quickly from the dairy farm to your grocery store.
We've seen the milking process. We talked about the 9 nutrients. We have the My Plate. My Plate tells you what you need for a balanced diet. You need 3 to 4 dairy servings every day, where it be an 8-ounce glass, a cup of yogurt, a little bit of ice cream, some cheese, cottage cheese. Just get your dairy products for your daily balanced diet. Southwest Southland dairy farmers want to bring the Mobile Dairy Classroom to you to show you how nutritious milk is for you, but to show you how our dairy farmers are supplying our nation with clean, wholesome dairy products.
So our Mobile Dairy Classroom is one of a kind. We travel to schools and fairs and different events. We have a live cow. We milk the cow. We talk about the importance of dairy in your daily diet. And we also are going to show you how this milk is going to end up in your grocery store. We're going to show you the whole process from farm to table. On a dairy farmer spends his whole day making sure the cows are fed, that they're healthy, that they're comfortable. That is our main goal and our main concern, because a happy cow gives us healthy milk.
Our dairy farmers, they take extra good care of their cows. Not only is that their livelihood, that's also their pets. It's just like a normal family having a dog or a cat. These cows, they're with them every day, sometimes more than their families.
We get very attached to our cows. We travel with these every single day. They're like our big pet. They're our companion. That's who we spend most days with. So we start to grow a bond, and we definitely get attached to our animals. So dairy farmers are stewards of the land. It is very important that they take care of this land for future generations. Their children are going to continue on the legacy of the dairy farming. So we want to make sure we recycle and that we protect the land that we use every single day.
Growing up on a dairy farm, I learned that taking care of your land, you're also taking care of your family. And they're not going to put anything in the ground that's going to harm their family or families around them. If a cow gets sick, we're going to bring a vet to the farm. We want to make sure our cows are very healthy. That's our livelihood. It's their livelihood, so we're going to make sure we bring a vet doctor to the farm.
There are many different dairy farms across the United States. There are large dairy farms and there is also small dairy farms. A small dairy farm might have 100, 200 cows on it, and we also have dairy farms that can milk up to 10,000 cows every single day.
Dairy cows may look skinny, but you can rest assured they are very healthy, even though you can see their bones. 70% of their food and water goes toward making their milk.
So we don't milk cows by hand anymore, and there's a couple reasons for that. The first reason is it would just take too long. The other reason is it's just not as clean and sanitary. When we use a milking claw, human hands never touch the milk until you open it at home.
Where each cow is milked 305 days a year, we do have cows on a different rotation, so the dairy farmer is actually milking 365 days a year. So Christmas morning, Thanksgiving Day, we are milking our cows.
Brown cows do not make chocolate milk. It does not matter what kind of cow it is, or it doesn't matter what kind of food that the cow eats. All cows give us white milk.
You're recommended to have 3 to 4 dairy servings a day, where it'd be an 8-ounce glass of milk, a cup of yogurt, cottage cheese, ice cream. Just get your 3 to 4 servings a day.
Milk contains the 9 nutrients that our body needs to stay healthy and strong. Those 9 nutrients are niacin, riboflavin, vitamin B12, vitamin D, vitamin A, protein, phosphorus, potassium, and calcium. No alternative compares to the complete package that milk offers. Not soy, not almond, not oat. That's why we call them wannabes.
Our mobile dairy classroom instructors, they have a passion for the dairy industry. I was a mobile dairy classroom instructor for 26 years, and just being with our cows, being able to educate the students, just makes it all worthwhile.
I would recommend this to other schools, older grades, even adults. Such an awesome learning experience.
Our students will take away so much knowledge and understanding and have a better appreciation for the food they eat and the milk they drink.